We see our body, we see the floor, we see the walls, we see our parents, we see the other members of the family. We go out, go to the market. We start reading book. Book is an object. Letters and words are an object. Sound is an object. So right from the beginning, our human body itself is made for what purpose? Only to host sensory organs. Eyes for us to see, ears to hear, nose to smell, tongue to taste, skin to touch, hands, feet and the other organs to be acting and interacting. So our whole body is actually a house for the 10 senses to be. And these senses only work in the outside area. Their actions and interactions are with the objects. 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 Earth is an object. Sun is an object. Air is an object. Fire is an object. Space is an object. Thoda boliye. Your body is an object because you see it. But tell me, who or what sees the body? Does the body say you have a mind? Or the mind says that I have a body? Is the mind an object for you? No, mind is not an object when I use it in this sense. See, something within the body is saying that I have a body. This mind is making you feel the presence of the body, and also it makes you unfeel its presence during sleep. So the body is not a constant factor so far as your understanding and awareness are concerned. Do you agree or disagree? Boliye na. 7 hours or 8 hours of the day, are you conscious of the body? Why are you gentle? Tell me firmly. Are you conscious of the body for 7 hours or 8 hours of your sleep?
No.
So does your body exist for the 24 hours? In the same manner as it exists in the waking hours, it does not exist in your sleep because you are not aware of it. Now you tell me, when you were not aware of it, you still slept and you got up. So who is the person that slept and who gets up? Is he the body or some non-bodily factor? You tell me, are you a subject or an object?
Subject.
Thoda boliye na khulkar. Are you the subject or the object?
Subject.
Do you have a knowledge of this? Has your mother told you? Father mentioned. What about the teachers? All the branches of knowledge that you are taught in the schools, colleges and further institutions, they are all object sciences, object knowledge. But the entire object knowledge is gained by a subject within your body. About that subject you are never aware of. This is the ajnana or ignorance that we are referring to. As long as you do not know, who am I, the knower? Who am I, the experiencer? Who am I, the doer, the rememberer? How can the knowledge be all right? Any knowledge comes as an interaction between the subject and the object. And the outcome of the interactions is what you call experience, knowledge and memory. Am I right or not?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
When you see an object, that seeing is an interaction. As a result of the interaction called seeing, you experience the object, and that experience becomes a knowledge and memory in you. Even the memory and knowledge are inward, not the body. Now this is the ajnana he refers to. Ajnana yoga, by virtue of your congenital, inborn association with ignorance. Paramatmanaha tava. You are really the subjective or the subject self. You are the subject, boliye, self. When you refer to I, you tell me, are you referring to your nose? Or hand? Or head? Then what is it that you are referring to? Not certainly the body and bodily parts. Then are you referring to the mind? No. The mind also you refer to as my mind, my intelligence, my ego. Then what is this I in the nominative? It is different from the body, different from the mind, different from the intelligence, and different from the ego. That presence which is denoted by the term I is called Atma or Paramatma. How many times shall I say this? Whatever is denoted, represent, signified, pointed to as I, that is called the self. Is there such a presence? Why are you keeping that? Is there such a presence? How do you say yes? Because we refer to as I. Everybody refers to himself or herself as the I. So such a presence is there. There is no doubt. You are referring to it also repeatedly. Without referring to the I, you cannot act, you cannot see, you cannot hear, you cannot sleep, you cannot get up, you cannot dream. Because everything is revolving around the subject I. At the same time, you don't know anything about it. So this is a wonderful, basic, fundamental ignorance, colossal ignorance. We know so many things in this world. Knowledge is supreme for us. But I don't know who is the knower in me. Who knows it? Nobody knows. In Bengali once my Gurudev told me, Ami ami kohi ami sab samay, kintu bujite na pari ke ami. I always say I, but I never am able to know what is this I. Don't you think it's a fundamental great ignorance? This ignorance is what he refers to. Ajnana yogad. When you were born, this ignorance was your wonderful brother. Paramatmanaha tava. You are actually the Atma. Aham pratyaya gocharaha. Whatever you denote by the term I, that is what you are. That inmost presence, that inward presence, that consciousness which makes you conscious of everything, It is called consciousness because it is not an object, it is not a particle, it is not matter, it is not energy. It is a presence, it is a prevalence by virtue of which you become conscious of others and conscious of yourself. Everybody knows I am. Everybody equally knows you are, he is, she is, the world is. So it makes you aware of the objects. It equally makes you aware of the subject also. But we don't know much about it. Paramatmanaha tava hyanatma bandhaha. You are actually the subject. What? Boliye na thoda. You are the subject. And that subject is different from all objects. Is there any difficulty to understand this? The subject is inward. It is different from all objects. Though it is fundamentally, basically different from all objects, you still feel, I have got a bondage. Bondage from where? Due to what? Anatma bandhaha. You are lighting the fire, maybe in a lamp, maybe in the firewood, maybe in the form of electrical sparks. Whenever you ignite fire, do you think the fire gets bound by the medium? Huh? Boliye na thoda. You switch on and switch off. Sometimes put water on the blazing fire. Do you think it becomes cold? It is associated with a number of media. That association does not bind the fire. What do you mean by bondage? The fire is hot and brilliant. It must lose its brilliance or it must lose its heat. Does it ever happen? It is meant to be used. And in the usage level, it is associated with a number of media. That association does not bind you, but you feel it is bound. So where is your bondage now? Is it physical? Is it external? Or is it in the form of a delusion and ignorance? बोलिए ना थोड़ा खोल कर. हाँ? Understand that the bondage is in the way of knowledge. अच्छी तरह समझ लीजिए. The presence inside the body, it is associated with the body. Though it is associated with the body, it is not bound by the body. See, the water is made to pass through a number of taps, a number of pipes. By allowing itself to be passing through a number of items, does the water get bound by them? How better can I explain it for you? See, here are two items, the subject self and the object world and body. The two are absolutely different. What do you mean by the word different? One is different from the other. So can the one become the other? So by association with the body, it is not limited by the body, bound by the body, touched, affected or tormented by the body. That is why even when you are suffering the least, the worst, you say, I am suffering, I am suffering, I am happy, I am unhappy, I am tormented, I have lost, I have gained. In all these statements and expressions, you tell me, does not the I remain the same? Huh? When you say, I have lost, you may have lost an object. Have you lost yourself? क्या है? थोड़ा हंसिए ना. ये क्या बात है? I have lost. Whom have you lost? What have you lost? Have you lost yourself? Suppose you had gained. The object gained was separate from you and it was by your side. When you have lost it, then it is not there. So whatever has happened is to the object, not to you, the subject. This is India, my dear souls. This is our culture. This is our understanding. This is our rational conclusion. It started in the prehistoric age. Arjuna came to the battlefield of Kurukshetra with 13 years of preparation to fight the war valorously, heroically, victoriously. Poor Arjuna found that he was unable to fight. Krishna searched and sought. No code of ethics would have appeased Arjuna. Ultimately he decided, I should tell him the truth about the immortal soul. Nothing short of it would have sufficed. I don't know whether you are with me when I say this. थोड़ा सुनिए ना. धर्म का भिन्न भिन्न स्तर है. किसी धर्म से अर्जुन की समस्या का परिहार नहीं हो पाता. That is why he said, there is the soul, my dear Arjuna. I am that, you are that, Bhishma and Drona are that, and the soul is indestructible. You may fight 100 Mahabharata wars, but the soul will remain indestructible. Derive inspiration and strength that you want and fight, he said. Then only he could get up. नहीं समझते, आप नहीं समझते हैं, मेरे साथ नहीं है. This Atma Dharma, that Atma Dharma, only by presenting that Arjuna could have the inspiration, the settlement and the composure to fight. After all, when we fight, what happens? So many people die. They are killed. 4.5 million minus 10. 44,99,990 people were killed in Kurukshetra. When Arjuna thought about it, he could not fight. He started trembling. Mind was whirling. Intelligence said, no. What could he do? It was at that time that he presented the philosophy of the subject self, the immortal, the unborn, the undying, the unchanging, the untransforming self. Only by hearing these words, he derived the inspiration and courage to fight. आप अच्छी तरह समझ लीजिए. हमारे सम्मुख क्या समस्या है? कुछ नहीं है। ओ इधर गया, माई सन गॉट मैरीड टू समबडी whom I did not like, माई डॉटर रैन अवे। क्या है? कुछ पैसा तो चला गया, उसमें क्या है? एक मकान गिर गया, इसमें क्या है? थोड़ा सोचिए, एक मकान गिरने से क्या है? सारी धरती घूमती रहती है, कुछ नहीं होता। एक मकान गिरने से क्या होगा? स्वर्ग गिरेगा क्या? आकाश टूट जाएगा क्या? समझ लीजिए ना, इन आवर माइंड, आवर सुकूर, आवर refuge, our stability, it comes from the subject, the subject, the subject. This subject we are missing. And that is why we say we have this bondage. Bondage which what? A child was born, was it a bondage? Your body was born, is it a bondage? You light a lamp, does the fire say I am bound now by the flame? You light it in your house, in your kitchen, oh, mujhko jala diya, jala diya. The fire doesn't say that. Much less is the truth about the soul. It is never affected. Ajnana yogat paramatmanastava hyanatma bandha tata eva samsruti. This anatma bandha, ajnana yogat, by virtue of your ignorance, you think that I am the body. The greatest lie in the world is that I am the body. I am the body. The worst lie that you can think of. All of us are liars. I am the body. You are never the body. Are you not a human being? You are not a jackal or a tiger or a serpent. You have an intelligence. You have to think. Right from the primary classes of education we are asked, subject is different from the object. An interaction between the two is called activity, kriya or experience. The subject is the one from which an action flows. Object is the one to which it flows. The two are different. Only when the two are different, an interaction between the two like seeing, hearing, doing, etc. is possible. नहीं समझा? ये बौद्धिक है, बुद्धि को लेकर सोचना चाहिए। ये पीने के लिए नहीं, खाने के लिए नहीं, सिर्फ सुनने के लिए भी नहीं, विचार करने के लिए है। बुद्धि को लेकर सोचिए। When you say I am miserable, are you really miserable or are you experiencing the misery? जिसको आप अनुभव करते हैं, जिसको आप अनुभव करते हैं, वो चीज आपसे अलग होने के नाते तो अनुभव हो रहा है। Whatever you experience is different from you. So when you are experiencing misery, you tell me whether the misery is you or the misery is different from you. And what is your problem? I have got the capacity and the power to experience misery as well as happiness. I have the capacity to be asleep and also to be wakeful. I have the capacity to be dreaming. I wake up, I sleep, I dream, knowing very clearly that I am neither the wakefulness, nor the dream, nor the sleep. Because one goes and the other comes, the other goes and the third comes, and the third again goes and the first comes, it is very clear that I am not any one of these, but I exit from one to the other. Is it not very clear? बोलिए ना. Then what is your problem? Huh? I have a son. Have you become the son? I have got married. Have you become the married partner? I have built a house. Have you become the house? Huh? बोलिए ना. तो आपका क्या प्रॉब्लम है? समस्या क्या है? मैं तो कुछ नहीं होता, सब कुछ का अनुभव करते हैं। अनुभव करने वाले अनुभवी है, जिसका अनुभव हो रहा है वो कभी नहीं हो पाता। यहां सब कुछ अनुभव किया जा रहा है, हमसे अलग है, अलग है। स्वर्ग हो, जिस भगवान को मैं देख रहा हूं वो भगवान भी मुझसे अलग है। भगवान को पुकारा, आ जाओ आ जाओ, आ गया, वो चला जाएगा, रहेगा नहीं। भगवान भी हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट है, सब्जेक्ट नहीं है, सब्जेक्ट नहीं है। ये अच्छी तरह समझ लीजिए। एक बड़े भक्त थे, he was a great devotee. He was blind, but wonderful devotee. People say he is Leela Shuka, somebody says some other name. So every time, because of his devotion, one boy used to come and catch hold of his finger and take him to wherever he wants. So there was a friendship. Whenever he wanted, the boy would come. One day he told the boy, I would like to go to Vrindavan. He said, yes. He fixed a day. When do you want to go? We will start on Thursday. Okay, Thursday the boy came, gave the forefinger, catch hold of it, and he started walking. Both of them walked, and then he said, here is Vrindavan, and then escaped. आप सुन रहे हैं क्या? नहीं. सुनिए ना अच्छी तरह. How much time shall I give you? So after reaching Vrindavan, he took away his finger. अरे तब मन में लगा ये भगवान ही है लगा. तब उसको अच्छी तरह पकड़ने लगा, वो चला गया. And he must have been somewhere very near, poor man, blind man, he cannot see. Then he said, अरे हस्तमुच्छिप्य यातोसि बलात् कृष्ण किमद्भुतम् हृदयाद् यदि निर्यासि पौरुषं गणयामि ते. This is India, my dear souls. This is India. हमारा कभी पराजय नहीं होगा. हम जीतने वाले हैं. जीतने के लिए जी रहे हैं. We are living only to become victorious. So he declared, Hastam utshipya yadosi. Wriggling out of my hold, you have gone away, my dear Lord. Belaat Krishna ki madbhutam. Using your physical force, you have extricated from my hold and you have run away. This is not power, valor or heroism. Hridayat yadi niriyasi. If you can escape from my heart, paurusham ganayamite, I will consider it to be your heroism. Now who was defeated here? Krishna or the devotee? अच्छी तरह समझ लीजिए. जो भगवान हमारे सम्मुख खड़े हो रहे हैं वो भी हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट, विषय मात्र है. हम उस भगवान को देखने वाले, समझने वाले, अनुभव करने वाले सब्जेक्ट, विषयी हैं. ये विषयी कभी विषय नहीं हो पाता. इसीलिए आपका कोई बंधन नहीं हुआ तो नहीं, तब उसको निकालने का प्रश्न कहां से आता? कभी नहीं हुआ. Is there anything in this world or the other world to bind me, the subject? Huh? Everything is an object. Everything is an object. Everything is an object. God is an idea. That idea is evolved by the mind. That idea is also an object. I am the ideator. I am the ideator. As I say world, I also say God. God is a concept. World is a concept. I am the conceiver, the conceiving mind. Do I make sense to you? थोड़ा सोचिए ना अच्छी तरह. कभी सोचते नहीं. बिना सोच कर, खा कर, पी कर, सो कर, मल्टीप्लाई करके हमारी सारी जिंदगी बीत रही है. Nobody is given to thoughtfulness or introspection. Hyanatma bandhastada eva samsridihi. This worldliness, for whom is the worldliness? The world is an object. Worldliness is what it creates. It can do nothing to the subject. The entire world is around you only to tell you that you are not I, you are my subject. What did I say? The entire world is around us only to tell you repeatedly that, my dear man, my dear woman, you are the subject and I am your object. My presence is only to show you as different from me. नहीं समझा? हाँ? सभी तो सिर नहीं हिलाते. The world, the presence of the world. I see the world, so I am a seer. I hear you, so I am the hearer. I experience the misery, so I am the experiencer. I enjoy the happiness, so I am the enjoyer. I am not the happiness. Only when I remain different from the happiness I enjoy, I can enjoy it. So in all our experiences, sensory, mental, intellectual or otherwise, I remain the subject, I remain the subject.